Hello, good morning, Fred. How are you? Good morning.
Hello, how are you, Valerie?
Fine, fine. We don't have our introduction, our music today, because Pietro is ill, so he couldn't prepare and he cannot stay with us today.
Yes, it's true. For the first time, we are missing our musketeer.
Yes, it is true. So how is going in France this week?
Actually, we are still locked down, but we hope for better days. But for the moment, we can't work, we can't do nothing, just locked down, and it's finished. So, Valerie, today it's the first time for the coffee time that we have very, very special guests. No, you always crazy to found new project, new person for this coffee time.
And we find a really crazy person for this coffee. Actually, a big friend, but also very special one, and he combined different, let's say, jobs. He's specialist in different things. So it will be a really, really interesting coffee today, I think. Let's present him. So we have today with us our big friend, top international teacher, Roberto Albanese. Hello, Alberto. Good morning. How are you?
Yes,
Hello.
good morning. I'm fine. I hope
How
you
is
all.
going?
Everything is going quite okay. Yes. Let's say how normal it can go in this period of time.
You are locked down?
We have the special situation in Bremen that this individual sports they still can practice, and this means we can make private lessons and we can make formation practice. These two things we can do, but the dance school with the social dance is closed, and the club in general with groups is also closed. Yeah.
So it's not so good, but not so bad. Let's say.
Yeah.
Not like in France. In France, it's totally closed.
Yeah, many countries like this. Yeah.
Actually, in Spain now it seems to be that we are better than everybody in Europe. We was the first one that we need to the second wave to deal with this, but now it seems like we are a little bit better.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Valerie, we have also a special couple with us. They are many times world champion.
Yes.
Can you present?
Yes, we have, I hope I say correct the name, we have Nick Dickman and Diana Sternetz, and they are world champion in formation. A lot of time. Let's put them live. Hello, Nick.
Good morning.
How are you?
Hi, guys.
Hello. It's a real pleasure that we can invite a couple like you with so many titles and to present you in front of everybody. So we are very happy.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, guys.
Roberto, do you
I
hear?
don't hear nothing.
We can hear you.
There's something. Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, now it's normal. I don't know why. It's changing with the echo behind. So what was the question?
So
They just introduced us.
I was saying that it's the first time that we dedicate our coffee time for a couple of formation, and it's a great honor because also a real pleasure, and we are looking forward to speak with you because of course everybody knows the formation, but we never go inside the formation with a couple with so much title like you. So we are really looking forward to know a little bit more about this discipline that is so close of Latin and standard, but in the same time so different. So we are really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I think it will be a really interesting coffee today.
We just have water, but it's okay.
We don't know so much about formation. We know that it exists. We share competitions sometimes, and teachers, and sometimes couples, but not. It's totally different dynamic, I think. So it will be quite interesting today, I hope.
So then I hope that you have prepared very interesting questions about it.
We try.
We
We
try.
always try to prepare interesting question. So,
Yes.
Roberto, of course, everybody know you, but like all our guests, I would like to come back a little bit more about your career, but also like everybody know you like a top Latin trainer in Latin discipline. But also, I would like to say that you are also trainer of the Bremen team, who won, I think, 10 times the world championship. Yes.
Yes.
So I am sure that not everybody know that you are also excellent trainer in formation. Everybody know you in Latin, but not in information. So let's come back a little bit about your career, like we do always. So you did almost all your career with Uta Dart, yes. Then you stopped dancing with her in 2003, and with Uta you've been finally in the Rising Star German Open Professional, semi-finalist in the World Championship show dance, yes. So I have to say it was not so easy to find information for people who dance in the other century. But it looked like you had also two other partners, Marian Knotzel and Ksenia Zukova. Yes, it is true?
Yujakova, yeah. So yes, I had most of the time I was dancing with Uta, and before Uta I danced with Marianne Knötzel. The point was I was starting very late. So I started nearly when I was 18 with dancing. And from that period, it was 15 years where I really practiced every day, because all the others, they were, what to say, they started with 14, 13, 15 on the youth or on the junior part. And I started when I was nearly 18. So, and I stopped when I was 30, and I think we stopped when we became third in the professional division in Germany. This was then the final cut.
And I have to say it was okay, like I told you, for people like us who are quite old. Actually, Nick and Diana was laughing about me just before when we were speaking about formation and when I participate to formation. But you know that when I was looking information about you, that it looked like with Marian and Ksenia, you danced one competition in between when you were dancing with Uta. So can you explain? You were dancing with Uta, you dance one competition, then you come back with Uta? What's happening?
No, it was like this. I was dancing with Marianne Knötzel, then I split with her and I started to dance with Uta. And then after 5 or 6 years, it was like that Uta and me, we stopped for 1 year, let's say. And she was dancing in that period. Maybe you remember Nailas Katinas.
Of course.
She was the world champion in ten dance. And she danced with him. And me, I was dancing with Ksenia Yujakova. And in that period, we decided that it's better that we come back to each other and to dance again together. And there we finished the amateur career and we went to the professionals.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Interesting. We didn't know that either.
You see, this is a very good point about the coffee, that even when we are very close with our guests, because we are also, of course, very good friends, we always learn some details.
Yes, Roberto, and everybody knows you like a judge, Latin teacher, lecturer for WSF, but of course not everybody knows you like world champion trainer for the formation team. So what it means for you to be to have this job?
Let's say everything what I received in my life and the personality I think I became from the formation. So even if I was teaching a lot of top couples or still working with a lot of top couples, is something totally different. With the team, you learn how to create motivation. You learn how to make or to structure everything, and also to prepare everything for the day where you have the championship and where you have just one goal, to get the title. So there are many points which you cannot, let's say, learn from the daily work with couples. And this is something what a team is also teaching you.
Maybe I'm wrong, but you never danced formation, I think. So how did you become a trainer of the formation team? And how did you become the Jose Mourinho of formations?
Jose Mourinho.
It was when I was nearly dancing 2 years, a guy called me who had a dance school in Bremen, and he asked me if I want to teach his formation. I said, I can do it, but I don't know how because I never danced formation. He said, no problem, I will show it to you and I will tell you what you need to do. I said, okay. Then I went there and I started, let's say, by knowing nothing. So this was the start. And for sure, I made a lot of mistakes in that period, and this changed a lot of things to understand how a team is really working and what you shall do and how to create the music and how to create choreography. So everything there together, this guy opened my mind and showed me how bad I was in the beginning.
So, in reality, Roberto, you are the perfect combination for formation because you are originally from your father Italian, but with German education. So you have this crazy part of Latin mood and structure of Germany, no? That's why you become the Mourinho of formation.
I don't know if I'm the Mourinho, but I'm very structured. This is I know, and this is also very important for me to have this structure not only in my daily work, also in my life.
So Nick, Diana, can you confirm this? He's very strict when he's a coach because we know him like a friend, and he's super cool. So it's difficult to us to imagine that he's so strict, so structured, huh? He is?
Yeah, I think he's got very many, let's say, very many roles. I think it's always a thing for a good trainer to have many roles, to be like the one training, be the good trainer, and the other training, be the bad boy. And I think that always gives us, this extra motivation. I think
it's quite a good balance between very strict but of course it's emotional too. And yeah, we know him as a very strict and hard trainer, but also, of course, as an emotional one.
Yes, like when we spoke about formation with Roberto, I have to say I'm always surprised how much is popular in Germany and especially in Bremen. Roberto, you live in Bremen, and in your city there is a very, very famous football team, but when you organize a gala or competition with formation, the audience is crazy for that. It's almost 5,000 person watching the formation. How can you explain this craze in Bremen for formation?
First of all, it comes from a longer history. So let's say in the 90s and also in the beginning of 2000 till 2008, there was a big not fight, but let's say fight between two big teams here from the city. It was Bremerhaven under the line of Horst Beer and me under the line with the Grün-Gold Club Bremen. And this was always for the city a very special duel where we both were challenging, and also in the previous years formation had a big history, not only here in this city, I think in all of Germany. And we can be happy that for Bremen this and for the audience, this team is very important and they love to come to the events and to the competitions.
Yeah, because you confirm me that it's around 5,000 person is coming to your event when you create events, no? And everybody knows the Latin formation in Bremen, I mean, in the population.
Yeah, it's even more. So it's in the daytime we have like 4.5 in the previous rounds, and in the evening it's about 7,500.
Do you know if there is another city like Bremen in the world where there is so much craze about formation? When you go to dance to Russia, for example, it's the same?
No, but it was before when Lithuania was participating also, and we were going to Lithuania, and we were going in the Siemens Arena this year, where the standard champion, the hall. I don't know if you remember. It's in Vilnius, I think, and there are also let's say 4.5 or 5,000 people were coming to the competitions. And in Russia, not so much. I mean, in Latin, we didn't had the last championship we had, I think, in Russia was 2013,
I think.
No, 10. Yeah, 10 with Genesis. Yes.
I have to say, Roberto was a few years ago in Spain doing a congress for judges, and we was trying to do some small formation, and he come and I listened a little bit how difficult it is actually to organize and to prepare a formation, and we were so far away from what it has to be. It is amazing how much work and how much organizing and everything you need to do to have a great formation actually. I have a question. In your opinion, Roberto, do you think that WSF should promote more the formations competitions?
Yeah, if they would be more clever, yes. For sure, because this is entertainment for audience, and there you are getting people inside, and you get TV and like all what we have. I mean, the formation discipline can, I will not say renovate, but can bring it back to people which had no connection to dancing. Let's say it like this. Normal people, audience, which we are a lot of time missing in competitions. No?
Also for the Olympic Games, I'm sure that this discipline could enter in the Olympic, because it's 1 by 1, so it's very good for the TV show, for everything. And it's true that we don't know nothing when we are part of the WDSF, so it's very strange. I'm sure that you try already to speak with Presidium about this, no?
No, honestly, I didn't speak with the Presidium about it to make it more popular in Europe, because therefore you need also, let's say, more competitions now, or let's say a Europe League. Because we have in Germany, we have a first league where we are competing in competitions, but internationally there are two competitions, the European and the World Championship. So we are still in a, let's say, luxury position that we have 5 competitions where we have the normal league, then the national championship plus European and world, so 8 competitions, and then a lot of shows and so on. But let's say other teams, they have maybe just their national championship and then the international championship. So there's not really a structure on the international side that it can grow.
Yeah, because how much competition a team like Bremen, who is world champion, how much competition you do per year, Diana, Nick?
Yeah, we're doing like Roberto said, we're doing 5 competitions in the normal league, and then we have the German, World, and European Championship. Yeah, not always the European Championship, because it's like Roberto also said, in Europe it's not that popular like in this year, so it's always hard to find someone who is the how do you say the host, who's the host of the competition. So there are many competitions also here in Bremen, and we sometimes go to Wien, and yeah, but that's it. So it's hard to. Sorry.
Yeah,
China.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
years ago, China.
there is competition in China. There is formation in China too.
2 years ago, yeah. The World Championships were in China and Shenzhen.
Aha, interesting. Yeah, I have to say I'm very curious about formation, because I can see that the audience is crazy for formation. In all country, I can tell you, in all country, people are crazy about formation. But in the same time, we saw quite never formation, and also inside the WDSF, and also us like judges. I have to say, and maybe we'll discuss with Roberto and with Valerie like a judge. Even during a judgment congress, we never spoke about formation actually. And Valerie explained me something about this, and of course Roberto will explain us. But we never spoke about formation. So me at the beginning of the year 2000, I heard and I follow a congress just about formation, and it was very interesting. But it was like 20 years ago. So besides, I have already refused to judge an official championship of formation because I didn't feel competence. You understand? So what do you think about this, Roberto?
Let's say it's very difficult to judge formation if you're not experienced, also in a way to understand what is important inside of the formation, because you have many points: the structuring of the pictures, the way how interesting they are towards the music, and of course that the choreography has a flow, that there are not only tricks inside, that you can see also that they're using the way that the formation is really trying to be in the flow, like we are trying to bring our dancers also in the flow. And sometimes you have also a lot of teams which are making 1-2 tricks which makes an audience, let's say, crazy for that 20 seconds, but the whole project is not good enough. And therefore you need an understanding, not only to see what is impressing for yourself, also to see what is more difficult than that what the other team is maybe doing, for example.
But Roberto, can you tell us, there is a special license to be judged in formation now? Because Valerie told me that there is a special congress for formation judges.
Yes, so the congress is mostly held on the German Open.
Yeah.
And I did it in the last years that I made this congress. And this gives you the permission to judge formation.
Mm-hmm.
So this congress of 2-3 hours gives you the license.
Yeah, it's not enough. Of course, it's not so much.
Yeah.
But actually, it's something like we spoke about this in private already. Okay, it was like 10 or 15 years ago that I refused to judge because I felt it was not fair for the athlete like you who practice all the week, and then you see judge arrive like me, for example, and knowing nothing about formation and said, "You are first." This is impossible.
Yeah, but I think, let's say, a good specialist also in the normal discipline can understand and see very quickly what is better towards the other team.
Yeah, but for sure, it's interesting. Valerie?
Yeah, it's really interesting, but I understand that it's quite different dynamic. You when we are specialists in Latin or standard technique, and we saw the capo and the presentation, individual presentation, and for sure it's totally different game when you have a lot of capos and different criteria. So actually we need much better preparation to be good judges, to be fair. This is true.
Yes. This I think too.
Roberto, now more question, more personal. We saw you during the dance performance of your team or during results, and it looked like this team gave you a lot of emotion. Did you have this emotion with your couples?
I think I'm very emotional teacher. Yes. So what we are doing is passion. So if we are not living it with passion, then it's very difficult for me to be a good teacher. So also the way how I want to. So a team is giving you always the feeling that you have to win with them, but you have also to lose with them. Yeah. So, and they cannot go away. I mean, okay, they can stop after certain years, but they are always staying. So, and let's say when we are normally working with couples, I think we all had a lot of experience then when somebody was, let's say, not getting the result he expected, he's leaving the teacher. And this you don't have with the formation, for example. So they stay in good and in bad times with you, and this is very important.
Yeah, it's true. And can you tell us a small secret? Why always when there is a team presentation, the trainer go to the floor, sit on the floor, on the chair, and watching the team? You understand why this? What is how this tradition came?
And you don't need to forget that teacher is creating the music. He's creating the choreography. He's working on all details. So he's making everything. And in the end, is it like, let's say, like how in a soccer team where the trainer is also beside, and information, is it just the face of the team? So also, and the team is also the face of the teacher. This is how it's coming. And I mean, why we need to sit there comes from a long tradition, but honestly, I couldn't imagine not to sit there anymore, because I'm already sitting there 27 years, you know.
It's a crazy feeling, actually, as a dancer. It's a crazy feeling because it's so loud that because of the audience, that you can't hear him, but you feel you feel the energy. So you got the connection, although you don't hear him. But it's really the connection. You also have it when you're in the training.
But I have to say that it's really great that the formation team have the trainer in the face of the trainer is there. I actually miss this with the couples. We don't see the trainers, and we discussed already in some coffee that it could be great that also the trainers of the couples have their place in the competitions, because they are like invisible. So it's actually great tradition that the formation have their trainer in the face of the trainer together with the team. Mm-hmm. It's really, really great.
Yeah.
We need to implement this somehow.
Yeah, it's true, because, for example, during a final of the World Championship or during the show dance, the trainer could be also important for the dancer, I guess.
Not could be, must be important. But this is what I was already saying. The teachers they don't have anymore the importance to the couples. So, and this was different. Let's say in my time still it was different. So it was always the couple with the teacher, and it was with one teacher, not with 3, 4, or 5 teachers, which we have now sometimes. So there was one main teacher for us who was coming to the competition, and this was the word. What he was saying, we were doing. That's it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It was all the time, but let's say there is also nowadays some couples who follow the trainer, and we can't say that everybody is the same.
Oh, no.
I think. But it's true that now everybody wants everything faster.
Yes.
Okay, I think that of course you can have few teachers to receive information, but you need one coach. You need a coach to guide you through the way. It's very important to have the coach, because if not, I think for the couple it's very difficult to find the way alone.
Yeah, they are lost then.
Yeah.
And Roberto, yeah, it's true about different teacher. Is it for formation the same? Like you are, of course, the coach, and you are making the choreographies, the music, and everything. But are you invited also teachers sometimes to have a different opinion about your team?
No.
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 They don't need. You
I
see?
don't. Now, what I don't need for sure. Let's say I'm bringing people around and ask them. No, but honestly, I don't like to ask others if they like it or not, because if I am convinced about what I did, is it like this? Okay, so when I will win with it, it was good enough. When I will lose with it, it's not good enough. So easy it is.
No, it's just to know how was the tradition, because for example in Latin it's often that we share opinion between us and with the couple. So I wanted to know how it was with
No, really, I'm critical enough with myself to overlook again and again and again if the routine or the steps or the music or the synchronization is good enough for that what I want to reach. So.
And I have a question. Did you receive invitation to go to help another country on different teams? Because when you were in Spain, we really understood how much work and how much organization we need and how far away we are from what it has to be. So do you receive invitations to help countries and teams to work on this?
I receive invitations, and also I helped in the past a lot of other teams. Let's say Austria, I'm helping for many years now. So when they were in a bad situation, I think it was about 2003-04, when they needed to create again a new team. They were coming nearly from the last place on the European Championship, and I was bringing them together with the teacher Steffen there into the final of the World Championship. Yeah.
Great.
Also in China, I was teaching a formation many years ago. And also in Netherlands in the beginning also. So they are coming a lot of information.
Yeah.
I heard that also the formation who was vice world champion in Latin in Russia wanted to invite you to help them to beat the world champion.
Yeah, it was really like this when Term was still not in the official first or second place. He asked me to come, but I said no. This I will not come.
So Valerie, the audience also is happy to follow. Can you tell us a little bit about our comments?
Yeah, we have a lot of people, not a lot of questions, but a lot of people that are saying hello from, as always, from everywhere. We have from France, we have, I think this is Italy, and I don't know actually. From
we have our friend from America.
Like yeah, we have every morning. It's really early in America now, but he follows us every week. Yes.
Ken. Hello, Ken.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Ken. We have also a question, but it's in Italian. I'm not sure what it means. So.
Also, one of our friend, Roberto, look, wanted to say hello.
Oh.
Vasi. So we really need to meet again. I mean,
ciao, Vasile.
I didn't see Vasi for, I don't know, 1 year now, something like this.
Yeah. Never happened before.
Never happened before. It is true. Yeah. But we have people from everywhere, actually. And of course, they can ask questions if they're interested about formation. I think it's quite interesting for all of us to know a little bit more. So they are free to ask questions for sure.
So Nick, Diana, like I told you before, like you are a world champion many times, and I'm very sorry that unfortunately I didn't know you before, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. But before that, we speak about formation. I want to speak about you personally, and like always, I try to find information about you. And it looked like you will tell me, but it looked like you are not dancing together in let's say normal discipline. You are not dancing in together. I found that Nick, you compete in the Latin until A class. Diana also until A class, but I saw Diana did also some standard before, yes?
Yeah,
And
but
I saw that you did international competition. So, my information I right or not?
yeah, well, actually, I did ballet a long time before I started with ballroom dancing, and then I came to Latin, but very late, unfortunately. But okay, yeah.
But information is right. Yes, we both A-class dancers and did some other stuff. But
so can you tell us, you are dancing together in the team, but not in normal competition?
no, we're not a couple in the team. We're just
We're just in one team. We don't
team
dance together in the
partners,
team.
not dance partners.
Aha, okay, understand.
And can you tell us a bit more about formations in Germany? Because I know that there is also different categories, different classes in formation, like S, A, B, different category. And this means that you have really a lot of formations in Germany. This is right?
I think we have quite a lot of formations compared to other countries, yes, but it's more like a league system, like in football. So we have different regions, and the lower leagues are like, for example, South Germany. I competed there before I came to Bremen, and then the first league is for the whole country.
So in total, it's 5 leagues. I think it's 5 leagues, and then you got the second national league and the first national league. And the second and first national league are both with 8 couples, 8 formations.
So that means how much formation you have in Germany?
Well, I would
don't
say
know.
about maybe
150.
about 50. Yeah.
150.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
We have 0 in Spain. 0 formations in Spain. In France also 0, no?
Yeah, but of course, I told you the last formation was many years ago. But how you explain this craze for formation in Germany compared, for example, to Italy, to France, to Spain? Like we're cousins, we're so close, and we have nothing. And 150 formation, it's like wow. From your opinion, what is the big difference between our countries, Roberto? Or
First of all, it's to create a formation system or a formation means you need to invest a lot of blood and a lot of time. Yeah, and not everybody has really the power to do this. Second point is the big tradition in Germany, like Oliver Wessel-Terhorn was the big teacher from Düsseldorf, Petra Hajduk, then from Aachen, Jürgen Zumholte, from Felbert, Horst Bär, from Bremerhaven. They were already bringing a big history into this discipline. And this history we are trying to solve and to bring further on. So this is our goal for it.
Yeah, it's very. I'm always impressed when we speak about the formation in Germany. Diana and Nick, I have a question. Maybe it's not a special question, but you won many times the world title. Let's say it's the biggest title that you have in formation. But unfortunately, in our, let's say, dance world, nobody know you. Is it painful for you?
Yeah, of course, it's okay because you sacrifice everything for the team, and the team is like the most important thing. So it's above everything, I would say. So it's the title for the team which you are competing in, and I think in Germany there are people that know us maybe from the lower leagues, and it's okay.
It's enough. It's enough for us. Let's say like that.
Yeah. No, I feel very sorry because like I told you, I don't have so much experience, but I know a little bit, and I guess how much work and practice you have and everything. And when you arrive at the world title, means you are excellent in everything. And we don't know you. I mean, the major part of the dance world. So I feel very sorry, and that's why also with Valerie we wanted to put you forward in our coffee time, because we feel that is a little bit of injustice. You understand? So we feel very sorry about this.
Thank you, guys. But you don't have to be. We are very honored to be here.
Yeah.
But I think it's also that you have the team, that you do it for the team, and you do it for the trainer, and of course for the feeling at the competitions. But I think the thing about formation is the responsibility you have for all the other team partners. When you're a couple, you only have your partner, and you have to be there for your partner. And if you can't come, you say to your partner, I can come. And in the formation, you always have like 20 other people. If you're not there, your position is free, and the training is another training. So it's always, I think, a little bit, not more pressure, but it's
another responsibility.
Yeah, this responsibility makes you feel, gives you a lot. So it's like the one side and the other side. But
I think the hard thing is that everyone has a normal job. So some are studying, some are working, and then you have a lot of training, and mostly you are training in A class, for example, like us too. And so you have everyday training and everyday work, and that's a hard thing, I think, but it's okay.
And just a small personal question, like it's coming now, speaking with you. When you enter in the dance school, at the beginning, it's to just learn dancing. So maybe after you started with standard and Latin, you never thought about formation, no? And I guess also to enter in the big team like Bremen, you have to do audition, no? So can you tell us how from the beginning a couple like you enter in the dance school and arrive until the best team in the world?
Actually, I started with social dancing, and through this dance school, I get to know formation dance at first, and I didn't know about standard or Latin or ballroom dancing at all. I saw the formation at first, and I started with formation dancing. And of course, it was like Bremen was the thing in Germany, and was unreachable, and I have never dreamed of sometimes being here. But yes, I started with formation dancing. I didn't know Latin and ballroom until that.
For me, it's totally different, actually. I started with also in the dance school, and then I started with couple dancing. And I did couple dancing for 3 years until I think it was from D2C class. And 3 years, I did formation too, but I never heard about the first and second league. So it was like doing formation dancing, but I didn't know where it could go. So after 3 years of formation dancing, I heard about Bremen and Bremerhaven and Felbert, and was like, okay, crazy. I didn't know that. And then my fire started for formation dancing. When I saw the first competition.
And maybe you can tell us how you select your couples to enter in Bremen team.
First of all, I have to say that also in the past, the perfect entry for dancers is formation. It's the easiest way to get dancers, because they feel more, especially the boys, they feel more comfortable, that they are immediately with 8, 9 other guys, then they are doing something together. There's a team spirit inside, and from there a lot of couples can grow. I mean, we have, let's say, a lot of couples in our club because we have so many formations, and this is something what a lot of people forget. I still think that formation is a solution for, let's say, also for clubs or teachers which have not so many couples inside of their system, and they still want to create something, that they need to start with the formation. Because in the moment when they started, you can bring them also to the normal discipline in Latin or in standard. But to create beginners in the age for kids, it's okay. But in the moment when you want to catch people which are, let's say, 16 to 20, yeah, which are doing, let's say, not everybody becomes a super international top couple. We need also the couples which are in the BA class, which are going to Frankfurt, Hessen-Tanz, to Blaues Band der Spree, to these competitions. Also, these couples are very, very important. So, and I never forget that this I was building up in my first 15 years, where I was not going out at all. I was just staying at home to create and create and create couples, and that it became to one of the biggest clubs in Germany.
Yeah, interesting. Diana, Nick, the Latin and standard words speak about the individual technique, which is they said not so good, but the most important is a collective technique. No, it's totally different approach, I think, in the technique. I know a little bit because like I said, I danced the World Championship formation in '89, so it was another century. But how you react about this critical about Latin and standard word about the individual technique?
I would say that it's actually the same approach to the technique, but maybe of course the focus is on the team, so on the pictures and on the synchronicity, but the technique is actually the same, and we have to practice lumbar walks like everyone. And
yeah, we're also doing that in training. So part of our training was in the last months a lot of technique, just normal Latin technique. And of course, we have bigger ways to go than a normal couple in solo dancing. So we have like 6-7 meters with 5 full rumba walks, and that's quite a lot. So it has to be a little bit different, but actually we're always trying to do it, yeah, like the technique book, yeah.
Interesting. So it's also a big chapter, the individual technique information.
It is. It is one. It is also Roberto is part of one judging criteria, right?
Yeah, it's one credit. So the technical skills are the same what we have in our normal disciplines, and as nearer you are able to bring a formation on that it looks how a normal couple is looking, I think this is the secret how successful you are, because my goal is always that I try to make that what I'm putting into the formation choreography I could put exactly to a couple which is going into international competition or national competition. So this is my goal, how I like formation. For sure, there are also other formations which are making other stuff, but this is not so interesting for me. I'm just trying to make my way there inside.
And just a last question about technique. If there is a couple in the formation who is much better technically, that means he will be a little bit different with the other couples. You will put him out, or the same if the couple have a very loud technique that will make the homogeneity not so good. You will put him out. How it work?
No, at least you have, let's say, 10 couples in a team and 8 can dance. So, and in this period of preparation, of creating choreography, of practicing the choreography, and so on, they are, let's say, improving. And sometimes is it that you have to put out the good dancer because of some reasons, or you have to put another one out. So this is because he's, let's say, not making the pirouettes or something other important in the formation. So for this, you cannot say it's like this or it's like this. There's a period of half a year of preparation for one championship, and in this half of year there is a long way why a dancer will dance or not. Maybe he's also not dancing because he's not good for the spirit of the team. I don't know. So this comes towards this half of year.
Yeah. I'm thinking actually how difficult is to manage a team from 24 person. We know how difficult it is to manage a team of 2 person, one couple, and there is so many problems. I cannot imagine how you deal with 24 person that are totally different to put them together in one place to do the same. It has to be crazy actually.
Roberto said he's the circus director.
And I would like to ask, we know Roberto, of course, as Latin teacher, but we don't know him like coach on formation team. So how is he? He's close to you. He's very strong. He's perfectionist. Tell us a little bit how you see him.
I would say he's got a very good kind of distance to us that gives us this little feeling of pressure and being always give 100%. So he's not just sitting with us. You're like, okay, let's meet every evening and have a drink. We also have that, but not. It's not like a friendship, but a friendship in the of course in the training. But yeah, he's got that distance, and that makes I think that's part of the goal actually.
Yeah, and I think he knows the right balance between, okay, I can shout at this person, but at this point it's too much. And I think he's very perfectionistic, and yeah, he expects a lot and puts a lot of pressure on us. But yeah, he knows the right balance, I think.
You have also a lot of different characters in the formation, as you said, like 24 people teaching or coaching 24 different persons, and there are 12 girls and women and 12 men. So it's an interesting thing.
And you always have to point out that we have this one goal together, and I think that's what connects us. Yeah.
Also, for sure, there is a lot of pressure, I think, because people say it's difficult to become world champion, but to stay there, it's even more difficult because you have the pressure already, and you are 10 years already there. So it's really
longer, Valerie, longer
than 10 years. So it's really unbelievable job, and I think that the pressure also has to be very strong to stay there year after year to be better and better and better, to improve. It's really difficult.
It's not the pressure. I think it's to motivate yourself again and again to become better and not to lose the inspiration. This is more difficult.
Yeah.
Because the first time we went on an international championship was 2004, I think. Yes, 2004. And since then we are every year under the top 3, no? Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah?
It's crazy. And I think we all need to know much more about formations and also the history of formation and the great people there and the great teams and coaches. It's unbelievable what we are learning today. I want to ask a little bit more about how it works because every year it's a new history that you create with new dancers, new music, and new choreography. It's like this, and how you choose every year the new dancer or not, and how you choose the music also.
So first, let's start with the team. Let's say year per year, you have the change of 4 to 6 persons. This is therefore we have 5 teams in different leagues in our club. So from the second team, there are people coming inside, or then are coming from other cities or from other countries, like Onondari, which was coming from Mongolia to Germany to dance in the team, or like Diana from Nuremberg coming to Bremen and to move to Bremen, or Nick, who was coming from Nordrhein-Westfalen to moving to Bremen. So they moved from other cities in Germany only for the formation into the city, or also from other countries, like from Austria, from Netherlands, and so on. So, and this is then more or less the mix what we have. So we are recruiting it from our own couples or from our own system, and from people which are interested maybe and which have the level to dance into this team. So about the music, I have to explain you. So this music will be created always with the Munich Symphonic Orchestra or parts of them. And the music for the formation in the first league cost about 20,000 euro. So everything is produced by the orchestra. So everything is produced live. There is no technical stuff inside. Everything by original musicians, which are playing every instrument on this composition there inside. And about the choreography, the idea is coming with the music and also with the daily work, or you have maybe before an idea and then is coming the music. So it's always different. Sometimes it's the music more in front, sometimes it's more an idea of a choreography more in front, which gives you the inspiration for the music. So it's changing from time to time.
Actually, we have a question from Ken. He's asking, Roberto, when you're implementing new choreography, do you have some special way you envision new shapes? Do you draw or use a computer design program?
No, I'm still old school. So everything is here inside and or on the paper. So I was never using this kind of system which can show me maybe another way, because at the end I need to move humans, you know, and to make all the things there inside that a picture is looking organic. I will call it organic. So everything what is going from picture to picture needs a very organic visualization for me. So it's more organic everything is, like routine music or the flow of the picture, so better it is.
And just one question, Diana, Nick, is it exciting period when you learn the new choreography, you build the new show? It is. I think it's exciting, no?
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're all waiting for it.
Yeah, and we try different things out and then maybe new ideas. Yes, it's fun.
It's not the best period, because also the weeks before the competitions are another great thing. But yeah, it's really like a piece of art. I like show dances and couple dance. Love to watch it. So it's also like a show dance, but with 8 couples and much more difficult to create. So yeah, it's always a kind of masterpiece. It's fun.
And Roberto, when you first create the choreography alone and then you present all the choreography to the couples, or you do 1 minute, you teach them 1 minute and after you continue, or maybe you create the choreography with them, how it works?
It's a mix of everything. So some parts of the choreography I'm preparing for myself and presenting them this piece then in the practice. And some pieces, because therefore I need 8 persons when I have more the idea of the flow of the pictures. I need 8 couples to see if this idea or this new picture can work with this kind of steps which I have in my mind. And then still is it in the coordination of the distances that everything can become in a synchronization later. So there are many points where I have to look for. It's not like you make the choreography and some pictures and then it's working. So you are overworking one routine, what you are making for the formation, let's say till 4 weeks before the World Championship or National Championship. To this point, you are always again changing a bit and changing and looking that it becomes more organic, everything, that it looks really like they can manage everything in the best way.
It's so interesting. I could speak about this hours and hours, and we can see you have the hello from Barbara also.
Ciao, Barbara.
So it's a very, very interesting, and I think Latin and Standard and WDSF should learn a little bit more about formation, because it's really, really interesting. I didn't know all this, and I love it. I have to say, really, it's very nice. Really, thank you very much one more time to being with us and to share with us this fantastic emotion and story. It's great pleasure. Is it, Valerie?
Yeah,
Thanks
it is
for
great.
being invited.
Thank you, Roberto. Thank you, Diana and Nick. I have to say, I will remember this. It is a piece of art what you are doing in the formation. I like this word. Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. I hope everybody enjoyed our show today. It was really, really interesting and different, and we learned a lot. Thank you for all the information and all the knowledge that you share with us.
Yes.
Bye
Merry
bye.
Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Ciao.
And I
Bye.
hope to see you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.